Hello, everybody. I would like to start off by first saying thank you to BrainSync Project for making this information available and allowing us to um, make it public and get it dispersed before it all goes away. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the introduction of the program to give you guys a review of exactly what it's like, and then I will end up working through the entire program, and I'll give reviews along the way and so on. Now, like I said before, I will be titling each one as BS1, BS2, and so on. Please realize that they're in order for a specific reason, and I'll explain that as we go along as it needs to be. But here we go. We're going to be starting off with the introduction. Bear with me, this isn't real easy, and I'm not necessarily super technologically advanced, so I'll do the best I can. But here we go.
Welcome to the journey of a lifetime. Firstly, congratulations. The fact that you're here reading this shows a level of commitment to personal growth that most people never reach. You've taken the first crucial step to open the door to a new life filled with energy, abundance, and prosperity. Your decision to join us on this transformative journey is commendable, and you should be proud of it. You may be feeling a mixture of emotions right now. Excitement, perhaps, coupled with nervousness or anxiety. Maybe you're questioning whether this course will work for you, or if it's just another quick fix scam. These feelings are completely normal. In fact, they're a sign that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, which is where real growth happens. To put your mind at ease, let me share with you some brief success stories from those who have undertaken this journey before you. Take Lisa, for example, a single mom from Nebraska. When she started, she was skeptical, overworked, and stressed. But within just a few days of listening to the frequencies, she began to notice a calmness she hadn't felt in years. Over time, her stress reduced, and she even received a surprise promotion at work. Then there's Mark, a college student from London, who was struggling with a lack of direction and low self-esteem. He felt a surge of positivity after his first week with BrainSync Project. Not only did his grades improve, but he also secured an internship in a company he had always dreamed of. Lastly, consider the story of Maria, a retiree from Spain. She was initially doubtful about the program, but decided to give it a shot. After just a month, Maria reported a renewed sense of joy, abundance, and purpose in her life. She found a new hobby that turned into a small business, which she had always wanted, but never had the courage to start. Each of these individuals started exactly where you are now, uncertain, but hopeful. Their lives have been significantly impacted by the BrainSync project, and yours can be too. Believe in the process. As human beings, it's natural for us to question what we don't fully understand yet. You might be skeptical, and that's okay. All we ask of you is to trust the process, at least for a while. As you immerse yourself in the BrainSync project, you'll begin to experience tangible changes. These changes might start subtly, with an increased sense of calmness and tranquility, more intuition, like a third eye, a heightened capacity for love and kindness. But soon, you'll start noticing more concrete effects too. Perhaps an unexpected refund will come your way, or you'll find a forgotten investment maturing significantly. You might even find yourself negotiating a pay rise at work, or landing a new job with better pay. Opportunities that were just beyond your grasp will start presenting themselves in ways you wouldn't have imagined. All you need to do is follow the teachings of the BrainSync project and give it time. The frequencies we've prepared will do all the work for you. In this module, we'll be providing you with detailed instructions on how to listen to these frequencies to extract their maximum potential. We've also made it incredibly easy to access the frequencies. Through the Sparkle application provided by Hotmart, you can listen to the frequencies on your mobile phone, even without internet access. This way, you can always have these powerful tools at your fingertips, ready to help you transform your life whenever and wherever you need them. Remember, you've already taken the most important step by deciding to embark on this journey. Now, all you need to do is trust the process and let the BrainSync project guide you towards a life full of energy, abundance, and prosperity. Welcome aboard.
Okay, now, as far as now that we got through that part, one thing I would like to interject is that I have many a times downloaded the frequencies onto my mobile device, traveling all over the world, and I do a ton of walking everywhere. And one thing I've found is that on at least the iPhone 12, you have to, each time you're wanting to use it, you have to download the frequencies and all the recordings. So you can't just download them once and think that, hey, every time you want it, it's going to be there. No. For some reason, they keep going away, deleting off the phone, and then I'll have to download them again. And I have noticed that it gets harder and harder to access them. For example, the program has already changed the appearance several times, and you can't even find it anymore where I found it. Um, why that is, I don't know. If you look online, you try to purchase the program, you'll see it's no longer available. If you, for example, go to Hotmart and try to purchase it, it's no longer available. So it is what it is. I'm just giving an honest review. Okay, now we're going to go on to the second part. And you'll see where it says how to listen to frequencies without the internet.
Once you're logged in, you'll have access to all the BrainSync frequencies. They are ready for you to start listening. Remember, once the frequencies are downloaded, you don't need an internet connection to listen to them. This feature of the Hotmart app allows you to continue your journey with the BrainSync project no matter where you are. We hope this step-by-step guide was helpful. If you encounter any issues, remember you can always reach out to us via email. We're excited for you to experience the power of our frequencies at your convenience, and we look forward to hearing about your transformation. See you.
Okay, then it gets to issue of where I sent them emails, asking question at the very beginning, clear back in September of this year, and zero response. I've left comments within the program, zero response. I've had subscribers to my channel that have contacted them trying to get any form of response, and the only time they respond is if a person asks for their money back. Fortunate thing is they gave their money back right away, but they would not answer any questions whatsoever. What it is, what it is. I just know that the program does have some great benefits, and hopefully through what I'm doing gives you an opportunity to utilize them. Okay, now pineal gland um, decalcification, that's actually an important process, so please listen closely. And you can keep replaying this on my channel. And when I get further along down the road, I will also be posting links for general, for example, when we get into certain frequencies and how to use those frequencies. I'll post a link to where you can find them easily on YouTube through other channels. So you don't have to be dependent upon the stereo quality within how I'm doing this or so on. This is just a way of giving you a review of pretty much all the, whether it be BrainSync or NeuroSync or all the different sync programs. What I'm doing now is showing you all the material so that there is no hidden secrets, and you can do the research yourself and figure it out, especially now that the BrainSync project is already gone and they're not even responding back. So here we go on the next part.
Process. I know, it might feel a bit tough at first, but devices and
Bear with me here.
so when is the perfect time to listen to these frequencies? Imagine your day as a canvas, and the frequencies as colors that you paint at two key points, once in the early morning, between 5 and 6 a.m., and then in the evening just before you retreat to bed. Your pineal gland, akin to a nocturnal artist, produces higher levels of melatonin during these hours, especially before 5 a.m. If you opt for an evening session, it's vital to clear your mind and avoid any activities post-listening, much like allowing a painting to dry undisturbed. This should be your day's final act. Seek a quiet spot, free from distractions or noise. A sanctuary where tranquility and peace can be your only companions. Dedicate at least 10 minutes to truly immerse yourself in each audio track, and welcome the power they bestow upon you. Listen to the tracks in moderation, in line with their duration. Once they end, stay silent and let yourself experience the emotions, the unusual sensations, or the deep calm that emerges. You can follow the modules in sequence, completing the 33-day journey, or tailor them to your goals. For instance, a morning session could involve listening to the pineal gland activation frequencies, followed by one of the gateway meditations, granting you some introspective time to assimilate the experience. An evening session might commence with the pineal gland activation audios, and then transition to the CIA frequencies. You can repeat this cycle for 33 days. It's natural to feel overwhelmed or even strange, much like the growing pains of a seed sprouting into a plant. But remember, this is part of your healing journey. It's all about cleansing away the negativity to make way for positive energy and rejuvenation. The pineal gland decalcification frequencies are designed to stimulate and activate your inner artist. They might seem unusual or even scary at first, but once you adapt, everything will fall into a serene rhythm. It's recommended to listen to one audio per day. After day 5, you'll start day 6 with audio number 1, continuing this cycle until you complete 33 days. This is the time it takes for your gland to stir into action and begin fostering positive change. Think of this journey like making a new recipe. Just like when you're cooking, you need to add the right ingredients at the right time. And in this case, our ingredients are the various modules you'll be working with. Firstly, we have the pineal gland decalcification audios, our main ingredient. These are the ones you should tune into once a day, like adding a pinch of salt to your dish. Remember, too much salt spoils the broth, so stick to one pineal audio a day. Then, consider the gateway meditations as our garnish, something you can add as much as you feel like, according to your taste. You can listen to them multiple times a day if that suits you. The CIA frequencies are like our special seasoning. Some people like a little, some like a lot. You can try them daily if they sit well with you, or every 2 days if they feel a bit strange at first. It's like trying a new spice. You have to give it a chance, understand it, and then decide how often you want to add it to your dish. But remember, in order to get the most out of this recipe, you shouldn't let more than 48 hours pass without listening to the pineal gland frequencies and gateway meditations, or else the flavor may not come through properly. Now, while cooking, it's important to remove any distractions. It's like trying to focus on your recipe with a buzzing phone next to you. It just doesn't work. So, put away your electronic devices and really immerse yourself in the process. I know, it might feel a bit tough at first, but trust me, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Soon enough, you'll be able to clear your mind and make space for the wonderful gifts the universe has prepared for you.
So, now that we've covered that part, you'll notice as this continues on and as it gets into the additional steps and different modules into the program, you're going to notice a reoccurring process that it keeps recommending. And it's recommending on no distractions, be in a comfortable position, and use headphones and so on. The reason why this is because it's getting you centered more and more. It's basically shutting down your illusion, the 20% of the brain that we feel that we use. And it's allowing you to actually start truly communicating with your body instead of just thinking through your brain. I hope this part gives you guys an idea on how it will end up working. The next video I post, I'll start giving the frequencies, what they are. If I can find them, I'll give you a link to where you can go directly to a pure tone source and you utilize them. And I'll also explain to you how I've been using them. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I believe in it. I know that it works. And granted, through all of this all the modules, all of this program, or any of the other programs, because they're all the same. Just like the video, The Secret, that has about a minute and a half message. It's just told over and over and over again. And realize I'm not trying to gain anything from this. I just want to get this out there because I know it's important. And I have a real issue when people start, charging a bunch of money and scamming through things like this, because this is stuff that is out there. Whether you want to, say it's religious power that you should have access to, or you want to say it's spiritual, tools that you should have access to. I agree that this is not something that you really can charge for, even though I paid for it, and I'm thankful that the permission was given to be able to put this information out. I don't like how it is already out there and people are charging just simply to try to get you to buy into it, to think that you can manifest. Because if there's any lies that are put into this information, it takes away from the good that it's doing. And like I said before, this program, about 60, 65, depending on the level of consciousness you already have, it might even be able to help you up to about 80% of gaining your consciousness and truly seeing life for what it is. But there is an important part that once I've covered all of this course, that no matter what you have to face. And a lot of people aren't going to like that. But hey, not everybody wants to be fully conscious. Not everybody wants to be able to hear all the truths. I mean, it is what it is. Look at the Bibles, how long those have been around, and how many of us actually have taken the time to truly listen to them. But yet we want to judge them, and we want to agree with them, and we want to have, conflicts over whose religion's right and who's not. When the truth is, all of them have a ton of truths within them. You just have to wake up and know how to see and hear them. But sorry for how childlike this setup seems, but I'm in Thailand. I'm a minimalist. I'm doing everything I possibly can to try to get people to realize that this is important, you guys. Do you want to wake up your brain? Do you want to know the reality on reality's terms? Or do you want to keep cycling in this illusion that we keep telling ourselves? If you want the first part, stick around. I'll help you on how to gain it. And if you have any questions, like I've always said before, my email address is trentsuing@gmail.com. It's obvious I'm being incredibly transparent, probably more transparent than anybody in the world is willing to be. Because I have nothing to lose, because I already gave it all up just to be able to do what I'm doing and to wake up. Because I know if you're not able to give up your comforts, and if you're not able to say things that people have a hard time hearing, then you're truly feeling sorry for yourself. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye bye.